Hello, and welcome to Dicey Dungeons. If you're unfamiliar with this game, Dicey Dungeons is a deck-building roguelike dungeon crawler. That's going to make way more sense once you actually start to see some gameplay. We're not going to play the normal category or the reunion DLC. We're going to jump into the Halloween special fun times. From here, we start a new game because that last run was absolutely awful. We'll try that again. We have three characters here. The warrior, the inventor, the witch. We're going to focus on the warrior because that is the easiest one to do, the safest one to run. And we're going to be doing the category all fights. Most people tend to run any percent, which is just complete as many fights as you need to get to the end. We're going to do all fights. A little bit longer, but is a little bit safer. This game is very heavy on the RNG, and this runs, especially 90% runs, can die so easily to just bad RNG, be it not getting the right equipment, to getting really poor rolls, to getting the wrong boss. And so doing all fights means by the time we get to the boss, we will be max level. And we'll have had more opportunities to access more equipment, which increases our odds of having equipment that will make the final fight successful. So we're gonna do warrior. Time's gonna start when I click start. So in 3, 2, 1, start. Click past the text here. That's Lady Luck. Jump into this fight. So the warrior has something called combat roll. This is consistent, always has it. And basically, unless you reroll die 3 times. With Wolf Puppy, we are looking to try and get 2 6s after that. That makes this fight the absolute fastest. If you can't, it means it turns to returns. But Wolf Puppy is a first floor boss that is possible to kill in 1 try. Or in 2 rounds, actually, in 2 times, which is nice. You also see Limit Break there popped up on the screen for a second. The main game for the warrior, his Limit Break is Fury, which means the next attack will do double. But because this is the DLC, and the DLC does something, Halloween episode does things a little bit differently, that's not how we're going to do things. Instead, it gives us health back, which makes this actually really nice to run because there's guaranteed health built into him. Poison, as you can see, does damage to you based on every 1 poison you have is 1 HP damage. Pretty standard. That's floor 1 done. And this is why we don't have Fury, because now we have Spooky Fury. So every round of a fight, we start with Fury built in. However, it is Spooky Fury, meaning it doesn't always go off. There's a 50% chance for it to go off, but it can go off multiple times in a fight, unlike Nora Fury, which just works on whatever the next thing you're using. That was nice fast. We're gonna take a look here. Bump is nice to grab, Fire of the Health, and Pirate. Also see all the characters are dressed up for the occasion, as you do. Fire damage, what it does is it will burn a die. I'm sure you'll see that effect soon. It burns a die, and to unlock that die for use, it will cost you 2 HP. We're gonna take the boomerang, that's a preferred weapon. I'm gonna take this, see. Okay. Just quickly swap the nail back for the whip. Another thing with all fights is there will be a little bit of equipment swapping that's gonna happen just to ensure we get something that's useful, works for us. Let's tell you. Looking for 6. As you saw the Fury proc a few times there. Six and I wanted to proc again there, but the other item got triggered a little bit faster in between. Grab some health, that's okay. We'll fight the wizard. Wizard's dressed as a chicken. So the background lore of this game, for those of you who do not know, is we are all the die in the game were humans at one point. They were humans that Lady Luck convinced to come check out her game show. And in order to compete in the game show, they had to be turned into dice. However, Lady Luck has things a little bit rigged. Even if you do win the boss, you're kind of stuck in the fight for forever. There is no escape. So, you just kind of keep doing the dungeons over and over again. In the main game, eventually there is a way to go fight her and ultimately escape the dungeon. That's very much like late game in between things. Here we're just back for fun. It's Halloween, and we're back to see all of our friends. Frozen, what it does is it takes die and rerolls them, which can be very annoying. Turns things into ones, but sometimes you get an item that needs ones and it's actually very useful. Fireworks, not helpful. I need to exit, go here first. We have a boomerang. I'm gonna buy this though. Boomerang upgrade. So the reason you upgrade boomerang is because boomerang will do less damage to you. It does 2 times damage to enemy and then 1 time whatever the damage is to yourself. Very annoying. It hurts. Which is why you always upgrade boomerang if you're running warrior. Because then it only does 3 damage to you instead of 1 times whatever, so you can use 6s in it and take all of your damage. Much more effective. 5, thank you. Oh, I love it. I love it when the game gives you bonus die like that, and Fury procs on those kinds of things. Alright. All stats effects are now doubled. Weak to fire, so we want to make sure we use fire on him. Go. All 4 of our die got frozen, so we'll all be 1s. Isn't great. Fortunately, as a warrior, we can re-roll die. Rotten apple. Basically the mimic of the game. Designed to like health. Very annoying little creature. Not too hard to fight, usually. See, as I get horrible RNG. The rolls there. There's a few other effects. There's Weaken, which makes the effectiveness of things less. There's Lock, which locks up. No deal. Sometimes worth checking that, just because it will offer you a really good deal. Oh, curses. We need to talk about curses with this guy. You can get cursed. You gotta do that. You can get cursed. Curses really suck. Because it means that there is a 50% chance for any piece of equipment to fail. That can also blinds die, so I have no idea what these die are. I could try and re-roll them. Still have no idea what they are. That was lucky, that was a 6. It's generally a pretty annoying fight, but I'll take being blinded over being cursed. Being cursed is the really slow thing. Upgrade equipment. I like what I have. I already have a whip. Okay. Speaking of locking things, here's a gargoyle. This is also possibly the worst layout for this floor we could get. Like I said, very RNG heavy here. So gargoyle here is very annoying. Because if he rolls a 1, he can lock a die. Problem is, because of the doubled status effect that exists in this situation, if he manages to get 2 locks off on you, all of your die are locked. And you literally aren't able to do things as is about to happen here, so I'm just gonna hit turn and immediately turn to him because I can't do anything here. Locked die, you can't re-roll them, you can't move them. Just gotta re-roll, try again. So we should be fine because he rolled a 2 here. Can't do anything with that. He might roll another 2. Yeah, so he can't lock us at all, which is perfect. And we can do this. And he's dead. He's very annoying. One of the most annoying fights to deal with. Broadsword will upgrade. Now onto the mummy. Alright, weak to fire, he's gonna maybe be able to use 1 die. Yeah, that does 4 damage to him. Double the damage. See, this is what I was looking for. Upgrade bump so we can use it twice. Alright, we're gonna bump that. Use 6. I can get lucky and... oh, okay. No. We're gonna get poisoned, so he'll prioritize poison over cursing, which is very, very nice. You may also recognize this dapper direwolf as the parent to the wolf puppy in the first level. Sometimes after you fight him, he'll give a piece of dialogue asking if you've seen his child anywhere. Kind of cute, kind of adorable. Alright, we got skeleton. His decoration is a human face. It's a bit of a spooky decoration, but you know what? Sure, that works. We're gonna try and hit health on this quickly, because as I suspected, I'm gonna proc again. You can kill yourself doing that. Just be very careful. We're full health. Boss, please don't be Drake. Pumpkin Spice. She's a unique boss, new to DLC. Alright, and she wants to make a pumpkin pie out of us. I'm not quite sure that's how you make a pumpkin pie, but you know what? Maybe it's a recipe that I don't know. Alright, and she's going to inflict Confuse and Silence on us. So Confuse means all of our items are in a mixed-up order. We're not sure what is what. Except the game has made it very clear what's what. Good, that was that one. I can use 2 to break the silence. Means I can use this to reroll. So that one there, the reason I started with that one is that could have either been my boomerang or that could have been my reroll. Known. So she's using thorns here, which means I'll take damage every time I attack her. It's fine. She's dead. And it's also somehow a new PB for me. Thorns do that. And we're gonna spin this wheel, as you always do at the end of every level. Bad luck! Mommy here is very kind and supportive and convinced we'll eventually get it, but as we know, once you enter Lady Luck's dungeons, there's no coming out. Very spooky, you're trapped here for eternity. That is the warrior. I might also record and submit one for the witch. Like I said, there is no RNG for the witch run. It is completely preset route. So I believe world record is purely in menuing and how fast you can click that. World record is somewhere about 1:30, so it's a very short run. Let's see. Yeah, that has been Dicey Dungeons Halloween Special Warrior All Fights. That is spooky enough for you.